we're good. We're good.
Hello.
Check audio. Audio's there. We're good.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight on another episode of the Couch Cooperative as we continue our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Tyranny of Dragons, the Rise of Tiamat full-length campaign. We do not have any major announcements other than a spoiler tease that we have gotten the majority of our miniatures in for the next campaign. So just know that we have those prepped and are stoked and ready. Pretty good stuff. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and... Yeah, you're not going to see them. It's not going to happen. We're not showing them until you see them for the first time. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, audience. I know what you want.
We're missing
I'm not getting it.
We're missing Omar.
Who?
I know.
Just kidding.
I know. Full aware. He's off with family, celebrating.
He'll be back.
So he's spending time with family. Family's important. We believe in the value of family as a topmost. So
You don't have to lie, Ethan. You got abducted by goblins. All right, man. Come on now.
with that being said, my sword now gets pulled off the wall and we must slaughter goblins.
Yes.
I'll get my fine collection of daggers and my hatchet because, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, it's time to go slay Goblin Slayer. Let's go! Alright.
Wait, episode 1?
No. Without further ado, we will go ahead and get started and jump right in. Last we left off, the Sword of the Council had been caught off guard. Carricathronus, the human mercenary who had been hired to kidnap Arboris Greenleaf as an infant, was back. His goal was death. A combat ensued in the middle of the night that slowly began to rouse the party from their slumber, catching Lux Everest first before he fell prey to a deflected hold person, and was paralyzed for the entire fight. Throughout the course of the events, the party was able to ensure that Carrick was unsuccessful in claiming a target. They were unsuccessful in ensuring that Carrick was slain, as he did escape. You guys did wallop the hell out of him. And it was confusing to your guys' view as to why Carricathronus was very brutally targeting a paralyzed Lux Everest, stabbing him multiple times and trying to kill him. But fortunately, no one died. With that being said, Vidania Cardinal believed that it has become increasingly apparent that the cult is stopping at nothing to ensure your guys' death, since you've been an ever-growing thorn in their side, a thorn that gets bigger with each passing day. She teleported you back instantly to Waterdeep, where you were able to get a full night's rest, and that is where we begin. Lux, your morning is roused with a faint knock on your door. It wakes you up from your slumber. Drool kind of dried up around your mouth a little.
I start to get up out of bed. I pull the sheets over, and while trying to get up, I grab the side of him. He shaking me quite a bit. I say to myself, and then I get up out of bed and I'll approach the door.
Okay. And like your sheets are around you.
Yeah.
You sleep
I
nude.
drag half the bed like with me.
Okay. Yeah. So you bring this entourage of bed sheets pulled behind you as you walk up to the door. You open it and see Leosin, or Lanthar, who you haven't been able to spend a lot of time with since your quest upon leaving Greenest, but you've seen kind of scarcely in your time on the Sword of the Council. You kind of my apologies. If now's a bad time, I can always return.
No, it's not a bad time. I got plenty of sleep.
Good. Something has come to our attention. We wish to disclose it to the Sword of the Council in private. So I came to you first. You would be gracious as to gather the rest of our friends
Okay.
and meet us in the council chambers.
Alright, we'll be there, lickety-split.
Very well. We will see you in there shortly. And he goes and kind of walks off. And he stops himself, and you kind of see it as you close the door. And Lux. Private. Okay. Yes, this never happened. And then he leaves.
I thought you were gonna say eyes up here, buddy. Because you're so hot.
Yosin's fine.
Close the door and kind of start getting
Abdomen is exposed.
dressed, getting your gear together.
Are you muscular? Is your character muscular?
He has an 8 in strength, right?
I have an 18 dex though, so like I have like a slender build.
I would say you're probably loosely toned,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say muscular. It's like skinny people that are buff, but with no strength to it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Sleeper build.
Huh?
Sleeper build?
Sleeper build?
What does that mean?
So like you don't see anything. but
Lux is
big
cool,
flex.
man. Lux is cool.
Oh, I see.
Get some gear together, and I'm gonna head over to what's the closest door to me?
A
Roll a
Boris.
1d4.
It'd be a Boris.
I will tell you.
A Boris would easily be the closest door to you. A 2. Up for a
2.
Boris.
Hakon's room. is the
Oh, that's
closest
fucked
to
up.
you.
I approach Hakon's door.
I bet you that was rigged.
No, yours was a 3.
Hakon, I know you're standing in there. It's time to wake up.
Was he standing?
I don't respond. I don't respond.
God damn it, Hakon. Wake up.
Do you really stand when you sleep?
No,
I try to open the door.
it should open.
Yeah, the door opens.
Okay, it opens.
You walk in, you see me. Hakon is sitting crisscross applesauce on his bed with his bones kind of laid out. He's just talking with his ancestors. And well, let me think. Well, actually no. So when you come in, then they all wisp away, and Hakon starts to collect his bones.
Hakon, what the hell, man? I was knocking for a while.
It's alright, dude. I was having a conversation.
Well, okay. If you need to finish, but we gotta go to the chambers for reasons that I can't say. I'll go wake up with Boris. You just get ready. We'll head up to the chambers.
As I put the last bone in my bag, and I put my backpack on, I'm already ready. And then I get up and I'll go back.
As his door closes, you turn around as Nute is actually leaving his room at this point. He's still a little groggy, and he kind of closes the door behind him. Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Ute, just in time. We're headed over to the chambers.
What chambers?
We got a
The food
mandatory
chambers?
meeting. Sort of the council.
We didn't. We got like no sleep last night. We have to. This can't wait.
Yeah,
You're an elf.
wait. Oh no.
I know you move.
Are we in trouble? Because
He looks over and goes, "Damn it, you're right."
I thought that this isn't about the Fey Wizards, is it?
It's something. I can't be too specific.
Council was. I don't want to get
We
yelled
need
at
to get
again.
to the chambers.
All right.
Let's go wake up the bald guy.
Okay. You go to his door. He's still getting his things together, so you.
I bang on his door.
No.
Boris, wake up.
I'm gonna slowly walk to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not disturb me. I'm still meditating.
Boris,
Alright?
we have to go. It's enough meditating.
What do you mean we have to? I'm gonna slowly peek my head out. What do you mean we have to go?
We have to go to the sword of the council chambers.
For what?
Because we need a mandatory meeting.
Can I insight that?
Sure. Yeah. What's your charisma?
My charisma is base charisma is 20.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, plus 5.
I got a 23.
23. Yeah, you can tell he's being honest.
A mandatory meeting?
Yeah, mandatory meeting.
Mandatory meeting? Who's it called by? What do you mean a mandatory?
It's not that important, Boris. Come on. We just need to go head over. It's something about the council.
Give me 5 minutes, alright?
Have I
5
caught up?
minutes.
Have I caught up to them by now?
What, are you gonna brush your hair?
Give me 10 if you don't shut up right now, alright?
I can help you if you want.
Help me doing what? I'm meditating, that's all I want to
I can
do.
pick your clothes up. Meditate on the walk there. We gotta go.
I can't meditate around you boneheads, alright? Fine!
Just from that hair comment, go ahead and give yourself an inspiration. That was good.
Darn it. I had 0 inspiration.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna head out and fucking slam the door behind me and say,
Yeah, you gather your things quickly and slam the door in a rush. You all four are out in the hallway and making your way down to the council chambers. And
We're not leaving this city again, though, until I go get that sword that I had commissioned.
What sword?
I gave a sword to a guy.
Do you need it?
Yes, it's gonna be an awesome
You got
sword.
that crazy sword that you have now.
what do you need a new sword for,
It's not a
Hakon?
new sword, it's just a backup sword.
Oh, what do you mean a
You don't need
backup
backup.
sword?
That thing turns into like 3 different backup swords.
Who's going to steal that sword from you? Anyone that'll steal that sword from you is going to kill you, Hakon.
Unless it's like a basic ass sword. Your fists are probably better.
You might as well give it to the homeless. You don't even need that second sword.
I want my sword.
Come on, Hakon. Get your
Get my
knuckles
sword
bloody.
before we leave.
Isn't
That's
that a
all I
little
wanted to say.
greedy? Do you really need that much?
Well, I spent a lot of money to have it made.
And you're going to
Yeah.
donate it, right?
Huh?
This was when you had the evil
Well,
sword,
I
right?
gave them but I gave them my regular sword that I was carrying, and he said he's gonna do
you weren't thinking right back
some
then.
stuff to
It's
it.
just a long sword.
Is that what you did with all the platinum you've been hoarding?
No, it was a great sword.
It was a great sword.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
just
his
a,
original
It
one.
was just a regular great sword, though.
Yeah, he gave it away his original one to get it reworked.
Did you get it as like special to you, or is it
It's just gonna
straight
be-
up the fucking
It's
sword?
gonna be better. It's the one from Greenest.
I'd like to like jokingly reach for Hakon's gold pouch and be like, how much do you still have in here?
Don't swat your hand away. Don't touch mine. I have enough to get back home.
All right. Well, we'll do it after the council meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you open the council meeting, the council chamber doors, you are slightly surprised to find the room quite empty.
No.
There's only 3 individuals in this room,
Yes,
not the
as
whole
you
council. You see Leosin or Lanthar. You see Vidania Cardinal. And the delegate for the Harpers, Lady Ramalia Haventree. All kind of sitting in a close area to each other. And Vidania kind of gets up as you guys enter and goes, "Oh, look, I hope everyone's had a great night's sleep. It's been a very eventful day. I've just finished up discussing with Lady Raventree, about the events last night. So, disclosing that information, seeing if we can get any of the Harper's agents to track down Carricathronus since his departure, but I'm not sure we'll find any success in that matter, but hopefully we can. Everyone's doing good.
I feel good.
As
Yeah.
good as we can.
No.
You see Leosin
Can I
goes,
poke you where you got
he
stabbed?
kind of looks at you and goes, "I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna lift up.
But we're going to get back to business."
this point. It's
Well-
not fun.
Well, considering our lives are a constant threat, we're doing fantastic.
That's definitely an interesting way to look at it. Well, I mean, I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get started with this meeting. And I do wish to express this. I can't emphasize enough that what we discuss right now and what we discuss here today is not known amongst the council at large, and will not until you've returned. We have contacts.
Special mission.
We have contacts all around the world. Toril is a large planet, and Faerun a large continent. So, we, as the Harpers, pride ourselves in our ability to know what is happening in as many places as possible to determine how to ensure that evil does not prevail in places where it should not, and ensure that if it has, that it can't encroach on innocent lives. That being said, we have been contacted by the Wizards of Thay. Now, anyone who knows the Red Wizards of Thay knows that this is a very dangerous group of Thayans who pride themselves in their necromantic abilities. In fact, Thay is the only region in Toro where necromancy is not only practiced but widely encouraged. One of the Red Wizards has contacted us to extend an invitation and requested you specifically to attend. The goal is to discuss the ways with which Thay and the Wizards of Thay might assist us in our fight against the Cult of the Dragon, specifically because of the information we've had regarding Wrath Modar and the Wizard of Thay's involvement with the Cult of the Dragon. The group that is currently allied with the Cult of the Dragon, they're a smaller subgroup of the Wizards of Thay, one with which the Wizards wish to remove themselves of.
Is Wrath Modar the leader of this?
Wrath Modar is dead.
Oh, okay.
You sought him out.
That's right. But he was the leader of this subsect of...
Yes, Wrath Modar and Asbar Joss, and you saw both of them dead.
Yes.
So we don't know who specifically is leading them currently, but...
Are they upset with us?
No, in fact, last we heard they were quite happy with your success in removing the leadership of this subsect. But a wizard by the name of Ni Imlish has approached us saying that you are to meet with one of their Tharkions, which is basically one of their governors, to discuss the possibility of an arrangement.
What
between us and them.
was he called again? Eon?
You're not to speak with Imlish himself, but a Tharkion, which is one of the Thayan governors. I do not know the name of this Tharkion. Much information is very scarce between what we have. This invitation is only to be for a few days. In fact, Imlish has assured that no harm is to come to you, and that you will be returned upon tomorrow. That is why it is important that we send you immediately. To conclude, to get this over with, as we are quite uncomfortable working with the Wizards of Thay. You actually see Vidania, who at this point has kind of reserved her wearing her emotions on her sleeve in context of this. You can tell very easily that she seems to be quite annoyed with this potential arrangement, as well as understanding the severity of letting this be widely known amongst the council until something beneficial and worthwhile has been obtained that we might be able to leverage their fears. I'm sure the dwarves and the elves would not be too happy to be working with necromancers, and neither would Older Ravengard, or pretty much every other delegate on the council currently, except for Lady Nightshade.
You want us to work with necromancers?
No, I wish for you to speak with them. We will be the ones dealing with them.
Awesome. Sounds exciting. I'd love to meet some necromancers.
Bless you.
That was an unexpected excitement.
Well, how much necromancy have you seen before?
Enough to not like it. Enough.
Are you fond of it?
I'm intrigued.
It's a little dark.
You see, Vidanian goes. The interest with necromancy has always been. It's a very natural pull because it gives you a certain power over the concept of life and death. The intrigue almost always has led the greatest of men down the darkest of paths.
Well, I plan to stick to this blade and fist, so you don't have to worry about necromancy coming from me.
Oh, I wasn't concerned. I haven't seen you woven a spell ever. Actually, I would have been more concerned about Lux.
Well, I could if I wanted to.
Without training.
But I could.
Yes, it is you would be capable of it. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
I know you can.
I appreciate that, Lux. That means a lot.
Do it. Do it. You see, Leosin goes, very well. We will be sending you shortly. We are sending you specifically to a location known as Nethwatch Keep. We do not know anything about really the specifics of where you are heading, other than it's a kind of neutral ground. The location is in Thay. We were not able to renegotiate for a more neutral ground than this. Thay is not. It is a dark and forbidden land, so there's not much we could do to prepare you for that.
That's not like a different plane, is it?
No, it's on this plane, but I mean, with how it looks, you could get the impression.
Okay.
Now, above that, we are prepared to provide you with a series of sealed warrants in which you see Lady Ramalia Havendry pulls out this box containing these wax-sealed scrolls. She begins to go ahead and start passing those out, so kind of one by one, just getting those all.
So they're warrants?
Yes, so she did
Hell yeah.
say they were warrants. So, within the context of these warrants, they are just indicating that you are acting on behalf of both the Lords of Waterdeep and the Lords Alliance. It's designed as a protective warrant, although such warrants in the lands of Thay are no guarantee. It does at least provide some political backing that if any harm were to befall you, that it could indict a war that we have dragons.
Don't worry about us. If anything, we'll be able to get out of there, I'm sure.
I do urge you to take civility and political rhetoric of high importance. Speak to people of importance deferentially, and by title, never by name only. Anything, I say this loosely, that as necromancy is widely forbidden in these lands, if any of you know it currently, I highly encourage you to show it off. It bridges that gap to where they might look upon you a little bit more favorably. So if you know it, then now's the time. You know, I've seen you
I
do
give
some
Nute
holy
a
things.
real good pat on the back.
What?
Come on, the good old...
Yes, I can.
Point.
Yes, I can speak with the dead. I get that one.
Nute, you did work for the
point.
cult.
Yes, I've dabbled in a bit of necromancy.
I mean, I doubt Vidania would be.
But I
giving us
wouldn't
that
classify
look.
myself as a necromancer.
No,
I'm a blade
no.
singer who dabbles
But
in necromancy.
if you know it, show it off.
Is that why you wore red?
It's like if a person cuts hair once, is he a barber? No. I'm a blade singer that dabbled in some necromancy. That doesn't make me a necromancer. And you see, Nielsen goes, "You do not have to explain yourself to us."
All right, Vidania.
I know. I get it.
We got him. Lock him up.
You just see Chris Hansen walks in.
I'm the necromancer.
Found him. Well, without further ado,
Wait. How much time do we have before we have to leave?
none.
I need to go pick up.
He
a
doesn't
very...
need to go.
Okay, I do. I need to go. I need to go.
English is here,
He can.
and at that point you see a person who has been invisible for the entirety of the conversation.
You're
has
lucky
dropped
you didn't
his
finish that
invisibility.
sentence.
And you see a bald human male, in which his entire head is covered in these runic tattoos. His eyes are jaundiced. The actual color of the pupil looks like a sickly yellow. His skin pale and hollow looking, looks sickly. But his body posture is very, very well kept. And he wears these very immaculate looking red robes that are really form fitting. They're not loose. Stand-ups. It is pleasure to meet the Sword of the Council. I am English.
It's nice to meet you too.
Well,
We're not just gonna. Why did you just pop out of nowhere?
because how do you think your city would react and the rest of your lords would react if I was walking about callously.
Well, I mean, in here, though. Did you just get in here, or have you been standing there the whole time?
I'll leave that to your interpretation. You seem to be
Insight.
very arcanely adept, proficient, I might add. I'll allow you to ascertain what you get from that.
13.
13. This guy speaks. He's using big words.
Forgive that.
You thought a callus was only things that got on your hands. Why is he walking around callously?
He said a certain something.
Forgive that rudeness.
I understand the apprehension.
I mean,
I carry the same level of apprehension while I'm here. I also wish to be careful. We share a commonality. You see, there's a common saying amongst your lands. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We are in no way, shape, or form friends. But you have been useful. And quite helpful, in fact. I have nothing but gratitude in our current circumstances as we find ourselves discussing. And maybe under better circumstances we might be able to discuss further. Fortunately, the fates work the way that they do. And I'm grateful for what you have done so far. The gratitude you shall not push. But one that I will at least respect.
Well, we appreciate the honesty.
Zastam is pressured to rout this rebellious group of wizards. I also wish to carry this task out as best I can. The Tharkian will provide the rest of the information and details further. Nethwatch Keep is not that far away, and she has traveled quite some time from Lependrar, so she is going to be quite pressed for time. So, I urge you to confirm that you have everything you need.
No, I need to go pick up.
That is unfortunate, because you won't be able to satisfy that.
He didn't even
I just
let me
wanted to
finish
make-
what
I just wanted to ensure that you were content. But with that being said, we must depart.
I can't see. I forgot my glasses in my room.
Then unfortunately you will be blind for this journey. Ask
He
one
thinks
of
I'm
your
being honest,
ask
right?
one of your friends to hold your hand. And he goes ahead and prepares a teleportation circle for all of you.
Can
I grab
what would I roll
Boris's
the?
hand.
I'm trying to find out like why are his eyes at jaundiced?
Roll
Because he's
medicine roll.
old.
Does he look like a? Like
Actually, I'll let you choose medicine or arcana.
Does he look like a medieval gamer?
No?
I think I would medicine.
Okay.
All sickly, pale.
Oh,
He's just old.
Good roll.
18.
Good roll.
18. A lot of the visual symptoms that you're seeing, like the jaundice, the discoloration of the eyes, the actual like color of the irises is strange. You can't chalk that up to any known, anything that's known out there. The sickly color of the skin, everything indicates that this guy should be physically sick, like crippled, but he seems fine. So nothing's matching up. It is confusing. But
Using
anything that you
personal,
see physically
so-
should indicate that this dude should be in a bed, unable to move, hacking. But the light of the teleportation circle overcomes your senses. For a brief moment, you are unable to hear, see, smell the familiar sounds and smells of Waterdeep, of the council chambers, of civility. You are teleported in a land with which the words dark and forbidden gave it no justice.
Oh no.
You are teleported amongst an isolated and very arid, windswept plateau. Its dark skies constantly clouded by what appears to be a kind of like an ashy substance that is raining. It's dry, it's not wet, and it constantly pours from the skies. The land is defined by what you see surrounding you. the prevalence of undead within the borders. The wildlife are undead. You see zombies walking in the distance with skeletons. The cattle with chunks of flesh missing from their torso, missing a leg, falling around in half. You see Imlish looks and goes, "Don't worry about everything that's outside of Deathwatch. Keep it won't hurt you. They do what we say."
Do you think we're as strong as a cow?
I know it provides no threat to your life.
Still a pain in the ass to find though.
He walks you under, because you see very close by is a fort, some form of like a fort. The design of these lands are black stone, towering in feature. They have these spires with spikes, sharp points, and iron for gates and other fixtures. Like a hellishly black flame is produced from any lit sconce that provides illumination, and kind of keeps up with this dark, grim land.
Does it emit light?
It does. It does emit light. Lands are not darkened.
But it's a black flame.
It's a black flame.
But there's light.
There is light that comes from it. It's just in color. He guides you forward, and you do see that they have like actual soldiers. These soldiers do appear to be undead, but look to be a little bit more formidable than the ones you see shambling around.
Do they look at
in
us?
the wasteland? They're arrayed on either side of you as you guys are led into this under the gates of this fort. They're fully armored in some kind of like a light set of metal armor, like a very slim breastplate, and like shoulder guards, some greaves, and they carry a sword at their side, and they stand at attention with a shield like immediately in front of them, and a spear in one hand, and they're just stand there. Their helmets cover the majority of their faces, but you can see that same kind of like pale skin that the Red Wizards resemble as well. At the end of this kind of procession is another group of individuals that you see standing in expectation of your arrival. You see a female who stands at the most prominent, a human who is wearing a very well-looking black attire, very formal. Not a dress that you would be used to with a lot of the more prominent nobility or members of importance back in Faerun, back in Waterdeep. More of like a body-fitting, like form-fitting, almost kind of like a military suit that puts her in some marking, but there's no armor. It looks all ceremonial. Accompanying her are 10 more of these wizards, these red wizards, who look very similar to Imlish, except without a lot of the immaculate elements of his robes. They do not contain. Their robes are a little bit more plain, but they all carry that same sickly look, the jaundiced eyes. Their tattoos, different by person, but they all carry tattoos across their shaven heads, as well as 5 other creatures. You do see 5 wights here as well, another part of the undead ensemble. You see the female, the leader, as it looks, kind of perks up a bit as you guys get closer and closer. Greetings. I am Tharkion Iseldra Yeth. I was informed you would have sealed documentation of your arrival to confirm that you are who you say you will be. Might I request?
Who's carrying it? Are you guys carrying it?
I'll pull out.
We all have our own.
warrant.
Like,
You guys pull out the warrants, and she goes and reviews them briefly, kind of cutting them open and looking at the contents within, returning them individually as she moves on to the next. We find ourselves bound in common cause against common enemies. Those who sought to destroy us in ages past now seeks to destroy you. Our thirst for vengeance is strong, as is your thirst for continued life. Our enemy has become your enemy. We know their weaknesses and the ways of destroying them forever, without destroying their usefulness. You have the opportunity to discover their hiding places in your struggle against their cult allies. Together, we can remove them as a threat to us both. Our agent, English, will return with you upon our conclusion to your city of Waterdeep to serve as our liaison to your council. What you learn of the enemy will be relayed to us by means of our own. You need only find the enemy, and we will deal with them, as is our custom. I have been authorized by our eternal master, Zastam, to say these things, for I act in his name.
Is that it?
You want to talk? Or do you want to let me talk? Nice. We accept. We'll do it. But all you want is for us to tell you where we find them, and then you want to be the ones to lay your blades down? Essentially?
That is correct.
I have one request. I'd like to see your most powerful necromancer spell.
We will not be able to fulfill that request.
Will
So
you?
if that is a
will
deal
you?
breaker, then you must leave.
Will you accept assistance from the Sword Council when you go to attack these
That is not a
strongholds?
part of the conditions that have been made. That deal has already been set. You are here to agree to it or not.
And if we get intel, then you will come join our fight with...
No.
No, we don't fight out in the open.
They just do.
We will deal with problems as you are able to acquire.
But if we don't acquire, then you will do nothing?
There'll be nothing to do.
But aren't you under threat without...
Think of it this way. Would you pay a hatchery for no chickens? Of course not. It would be a foolish move to waste money on chickens that are not available. You are simply paying for your chickens ahead of time. Once those chickens are available, we will provide the chickens. And you will get what you've paid for.
I don't really like your explanation, but fine. Go take care of the cult and we'll find it for you, I guess. I guess we're chore boys now. Is that what we are?
So let's go get those chickens.
Very well. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, so you better get ready to stand comfortably, as you will be standing here for just a smidge of time. Lux Everest,
Yes.
when was the first time that you met the cult of the dragon?
We're getting interviewed.
Probably it's been, I think, a year now. The first interaction, I didn't know at the time, but was when they attacked our town, Greenest.
That was the first time you've ever heard of them?
Yes.
Hakon.
Yes.
Upon learning of the cult of the dragon, eventually it would come to our knowledge that you have learned of the Wizards of Thay. When was that?
I believe it was when we were traveling in the caravan. If I'm remembering correctly, it was super vague, but I remember someone saying something about it. I could go through my old notes, but I'm I think that Lady Cardinal had mentioned something about her detecting one of the wizards.
Do you have any names of who you met and in which order you met them?
I believe his name was Caragathronus. He's been the only red wizard I've ever met. No, that's not true. We've met a few other ones, but the only one that I think I remember the name of is Carrick. He was the first one, I believe, though, because he was the one following Aboris.
I do not know of a Carricathronus.
Was his
I don't think it was.
name not Carrick?
Is that a resolution?
It seems I found the dumb one of the group. Arboris Greenleaf, when was the first time that you've met the Red Wizards, and in which order were the names provided?
Can I roll it? A history check.
No.
To be honest, the Red Wizards of Fae, I don't concern myself with too much. If there's something I have to take care of, I take care of it. But in terms of names, I could care less about them.
Your blunt honesty is appreciated, but not useful. But I appreciate it. Not like Zavris, looks like you are to be the smart one of the group, so I ask you the same question. Who you have met in the order with which you've met them?
The first red wizard that I've met of Thay was English, which was earlier today.
That is incorrect. You have met others. You have met two others, indistinct.
Then why'd you ask?
Because
I don't recall this.
I'm learning whether or not I can trust you. You do not recall.
That's what I recall. Was English. I don't.
You've signed both of them. So I find it very intriguing that you all seem to subconsciously carry the same conscious attitude that your friend Arboris carries. I'm just not caring for their names.
To be fair, wasn't the first one the one that we killed? Like finding the dragon or in the dragon
No,
cave?
the first one that we killed was the ones at the caravan, which I think was one red wizard was protecting one.
The right ones.
It was that rich guy.
That was just a snooty rich guy.
Oh, but the wizard wasn't?
No, he had a mage with him. That was not a red wizard
Oh,
thing.
shit. And they have the same tattoos too?
Not that wizard. But you're getting closer. Because there was a guy with tattoos on that caravan.
Bald guy.
He was bald, yeah.
Oh, was he in the sneaky caravan?
Kind of. He wasn't active in the caravan.
Is that bald guy the guy who kidnapped me?
No. No. In fact, Carricathronus is not a member of the Red Wizards thing. He's a mercenary. He's an assassin for hire. Well, if it's irrelevant to you, it's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. One of the things I also wish to know is what is widely known about the Cult of the Dragon's plot.
Their main only goal is to rise Tiamat. I know that
She is not dead, so how can we arise what has not
will
been
unchain her.
slain?
There's masks. They want to collect all of the chromatic dragon masks. And together they can bring Tiamat to this plane.
So they wish to free her from her prison. I have heard briefly of such masks. I assumed them to be of mythology, but it appears that that might not be the case if what you say is to be true.
We have collected a few.
If you have many
2.
out of...
I believe around is it 6?
I think it's just
5?
Blue, red, white, black,
Black.
and green. 5.
And what is white? White.
I said white, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Black, white, blue, red, green.
Oh,
It's 5.
5?
So what, the 5? Luxevidus, we heard that your brother is involved with the Cult of the Dragon. Hakon, when did you figure that out?
When did we I met him the first time, and that would have been, was it on the first caravan journey or the second one? I don't remember all of a sudden. Hang on, I'll tell you.
It was when we were being brought. You guys were being brought into that tunnel as a prisoner. Remember?
Yeah.
Because he turned around and said some sly shit. Because he protected us that one time, or he didn't. Am I crazy? When we were going down into the fucking tunnel, on like the first raid after Greenest, we got captured, and he was carrying you guys down.
I don't even want to know if we should keep telling them information. I don't trust them at all.
I don't either. Yeah, I mean, it's all stuff they know. I just don't remember what the first time that we had met him was precisely. And that's all in my other notebook. As far as I recall, it was sometime around when we had been taken hostages.
I'm quite
By the
confused
camp.
with how painfully oblivious you are, that you've been so successful in your exploits against the cult of the dragon. It appears to me that your martial prowess far exceeds your intellectual prowess.
That's why we're called the Sword of the Council.
That was good. You can give yourself an inspiration on that one.
That's all fair.
That was good. You apparently live up to the name.
Quite well.
She kind of sighs, and as she does that, you notice, with your passive perceptions, you notice she has fangs.
Are you a vampire?
Say
Who
Straub
gave you
would love
credence
this
to
place.
ask such a personal question to the capacity you have? Do not have respect when asking personal questions.
I meant that. I apologize. I did not mean that in a disrespectful manner.
Yes, I am.
I meant that from a
Inquisitive. I
yes. If you don't mind me asking, how does one become a vampire?
know. I do mind.
Fair
I do
enough.
not wish to grant you the gifts of eternal life.
That's fair. Well, I'm a monk, so I think I'd be crossing many boundaries. But, also, just curious, can you summon any giant skeletons? How does that work? What kind of undead is there? Maybe like a whole army of zombies? As a vampire, are undead attracted to you? Are
You
you
are like
something?
a child in a store full of shiny objects. The answer to all your questions are yes, I can do quite many things. When it comes to conjuring, the requirement is that they must have already been living. That their physical forms will remain, or their spirits are readily available.
Could you...
With which, with a flick of her, or just like a poof of shadow kind of appears next to her, and a spectral form, kind of ghostly armor, a blade in its hand, which kind of has this ghostly like fire-like flicker to it. To conjure a wraith of a spirit of vengeance who wishes to see specific people dead. I might have distracted him from doing that, but he is now bound to my service, which with I dismiss. And poof.
Could you raise undead from a dead dragon, maybe?
If one is available. And a dragonage is some of our greatest treasures.
That's cool.
You're not gonna raise Tiamat after we kill her, are you?
Hopefully Tiamat is never brought here.
I do not know if gods can die
That's
by
why
mortal hand.
That's why they fragmented her into pieces, because they couldn't
Well-
kill her.
Because no one's gonna be raising anything from the dead if we don't stop Tiamat from doing whatever her master plan here is.
Well,
So we
I was just
agree on the
asking
importance.
questions. I'm not worried about Tiamat. I mean, we've made it this far.
I do find your inquisitive nature to be heartening. It's not often that we see your kind have a care for necromancy.
Well, I wasn't raised around other elves.
She perks up at that. Interesting. I will make note of that. Well, that being said, I need all of you guys to go ahead and I need you to make 2 rolls for me. The first is I need a persuasion check. And I need you to tell me, and we're gonna do this slowly, what you've rolled. So we'll start with Lux.
13.
Okay. Hakon.
4.
We're not gonna beat a vampire.
Barbaros.
14.
Oh, yes.
And can someone roll for Nute for me?
Let's see.
Mine be intimidation, dude.
No, it's persuasion specifically.
Is it?
But Nute is probably got bonuses real
He's
quick.
got I know he's got a +4 charisma. I don't know
His persuasion is a plus
9.
Is it
no.
proficient?
Yeah.
So it's a
plus
plus.
7.
No, it's a +9. He has his numbers fucked up.
Yeah,
Because
plus 9.
proficiency's +5
So
right
7,
now.
7 plus 9 is 16.
And if he has wait, what's his? Is
He
it?
has a
It
plus
would be
4
plus
to
9.
charisma.
Yeah. Then it would be 9.
So plus that, right?
So what do you get?
16.
Wait, plus the 9?
9 plus 7.
Cool.
Damn.
Well, time flies swiftly in Thay.
Wait. You said you were going to tell us how to get rid of her for good.
I did, but conversation should be postponed. It is getting late, and now I need you all to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
I think I get to. Oh, I can re-roll that because of
This
my.
roll actually will not affect you, regardless of what you roll.
Oh hell yeah! Charmed, motherfuckers.
Dude, I wish I fucking had this.
That is incorrect. You don't have advantage on the roll.
Oh,
That would have been a charm. It just doesn't affect you.
I just want. Oh, okay.
Him personally?
Him and Nute.
Well, I just wanted to roll a second time.
Well, I got a nat 20.
Yeah, next one.
Got a 3.
Nick
Hakon,
got charmed.
as she speaks, the realization as she goes, it's starting to get late.
You're
Even
always
though
getting
you
charmed,
cannot
bro.
see how
I
time
know, dude, I
flies
hate
in
it.
Thay.
I'm weak.
Dark sky affects people from your land quite differently. I'm sure you've had a long travel and that you're quite tired, which, Hakon, you're actually big deep yawn at that point as you realize I am getting tired. And it is getting late. It feels late.
Can I tell she tried charming me?
No, because it wasn't a charm.
What was it?
And nothing that she did showed any indication of her doing so.
What?
Yeah.
I just woke up.
You are actually quite confused, especially because it's only been maybe an hour total
woke
of
up.
teleporting here, walking into the gates,
She's the only one
kind of
that's.
getting there, and Hakon's surprisingly tired as she's saying that. You're not sure what that is, but
Sleepy,
It's
man. We going back to Waterdeep soon?
Magic.
I feel like Hakon would yawn a lot.
the
spell
conversation that we wish to have will be held tomorrow. For now, I need to get a base idea of who I am speaking with and what we are dealing with. Conversations will be directed as they are intended to. Tomorrow you will learn whether or not we are able to come to agreement, in which we will send you right back to Waterdeep upon conclusion. I estimate that we will. But for tonight, feel free to rest in the halls, Nethwatch Keep. Unfortunately, we do not have food that your kind can eat. So I hope you've brought something to snack or you will go hungry. It might help you empathize with other people.
What are cows?
I encourage you to eat.
You could turn us into vampires.
I could.
Then we could eat just fine.
The answer is no. Again, I do not wish to gift you the gift of eternal life. They've heard of your exploits. They do wish to see death grab you.
Me?
All of you.
What?
You are too powerful for this world.
And who are you?
Someone that wishes to maintain some level of balance, no matter how dark. So no, I do not wish to give you the gift of eternal life, at risk of upsetting that balance.
Well, I mean this in a polite way, but someday I hope you die too.
I did.
A second time.
I guess we shall see.
Who dies first? Let's shake on it.
Well, real quick.
I already lost.
As long as you don't kill the vampire. Don't vampires like not die even if they
Silver-
die?
Great question.
Silver stakes and shit.
No, because I thought
Great
vampires have like
They come back.
a body that rests,
Great-
and that's the one you have to kill. 'Cause
Great question.
They have two bodies. You have to kill the resting body, and then you can kill the actual vampire. But I could be wrong.
But
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
No, Hakon doesn't know that. I'm just saying out of game because I thought I remember reading that about the vampires, and I was like, that's gnarly, bro.
If I die
That's why
before
Strahd
you
never
are
ends.
eliminated
'Cause you
entirely
never
from
kill
this
Strahd's
world,
body.
you can have my spirit and my body, and you can summon whatever you want from it.
Whoa, that's a deal with the
You
devil.
do not wish to make this deal, do you?
But if you die before me, then
You see, her hand goes behind her back, and she actually unsheaths a small, like very small blade. Do you wish to make that deal? I
what do I
gladly
get?
accept.
What do I get if you die before me?
Satisfaction of my death. What can I share?
Necromantic
What can I
powers.
offer of my death? If what is dictated is the death first, then I will gladly take your soul.
Give me an ancient relic, or give me your weapon.
No, because if you die first, then I've lost a relic for no reason.
No, if you no, I don't mean now. I mean if set something up where if you die first, then I will get something. I will have your weapon.
She can send it to your.
She sheaths the
your
blade.
inn.
You are so bad at making deals, it's not even worth
No.
it.
What do I get? I don't get anything from the deal.
Oh, you weren't going to. That was the point. Welcome to Thay.
All right, then I'll do it. And one day I'll come back and hunt you. All right?
Hakon yawns again.
Are you guys gonna let him sell his soul right now?
But I'm gonna come back and
It's
kill
not the
her.
worst thing he's ever done.
Well, Horse lives forever. So it's
Yeah.
just a bet that would never
No,
end.
he
I've still got 400
He has-
years,
physical, like
Age.
he is age-wise.
but I don't live forever.
He doesn't-
I just
he's
don't.
not
live.
immortal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, you got the rest of your elf life to become a
I'm only 100, dude. I've got like 400.
Yeah. He's still. Well, you still. Yeah, he's
Like
like
600
hundreds.
years, dude.
You do have to fight a god.
And then I'll fight. Here. I'll make it. I'll make the deal. If I die before you,
A horse.
you'll see me as a vampire hunter the next time we meet.
A horse.
Yes.
Please don't sell your soul.
I'm not selling my soul. I'm
You're
making
not.
it.
You're not getting anything
You are absolutely selling your soul.
It's a prideful.
Your horned friend is quite perceptive.
Trust me, man.
I'll
I've
take.
been down that
Trust
road.
me. I will take. I will take your
for
soul.
it. God, it's not funny. Don't you?
You see, she turns to you and goes, "You have soul. Your soul."
Once upon a time. Did you ever know a guy named, it's not important, actually. He was mean. General, what was his name?
Well, you had him.
You had the book.
I couldn't read it.
Well, you think I can read?
You read it right in front of us.
No, I
It was
told
in
you what the
fucking-
word said
what
because the
Netherese.
sword let me read Netherese.
Netherese.
I don't know, some general.
And then I'm going to look at her in Netherese and I'm going to say, yeah, the sword blessed me with the
Well,
ability
you don't
to speak.
speak Netherese anymore.
Oh, not anymore?
No, you don't have yeah, you don't have the sword.
I'm gonna pull out the- I'm gonna pull out-
out.
I'm gonna pull out the common translation of the book that I copied the book
Right.
about. I'm gonna hand it to her, and I'm gonna say, "Here, check this out," and I'm ready to make the deal because I'm going to take your life one day.
Hazaron. It was General Hazaron, that's right.
Lord General.
You ever know a Hazaron?
No, but now that I know his name, I can always look him up later.
Nice.
I need to know.
Well,
Your soul's not worth it.
we killed him.
She doesn't want to.
His soul.
She won't do it anymore.
I just want to claim your soul. I don't want to trade for it.
I won't. No, I won't trade you. I want to show you how convicted I am to come back here.
Do powerful souls retain their power?
That is a good question.
That's why. See, now it's a really bad idea to trade your soul.
That's why I was gonna trade my soul. I figured it was valuable.
Yeah, you could get like money for it.
This rat. Weapon of eternity.
Just go on eBay. I got a soul. You know how you always go to Walmart and be like, "Where can I find a will to live?" You're like, "It's all out." I have it on eBay for
My
$3.99.
Ethan, if my next character is a necromancer, could I be a red wizard of Fae?
No,
That's like being from the Zentara.
not in the next campaign. We do.
Okay.
But I do think that is a good option for some of the campaigns that we will do.
Could I be a fucking...
I will let you know which of those it will be available.
I'm gonna be a weird race like Nick.
I'm a.
Ah!
Yeah.
I will strike y'all with disadvantages.
I'm a bird. I'm a bird man.
Yeah, but now everyone's gonna legitimately be like, oh, well, he's either gonna be this, he's gonna be that, he's gonna be these, he's gonna be those.
Yeah, but I'm a bird man.
He's a Kenku. Nick's playing a Kenku.
He's a penguin. He's a walking penguin man.
Before this lady
We created a race of penguins, bipedal penguins.
And he's a barbarian.
They're called pengus.
Mr. Penguin, Dr. Penguin.
Yeah, you remember the World of Warcraft relief, Mist of Pandera? It's like that, but without ninja pandas, it's barbaric penguins.
I'm the only one that knows what that is. Ethan.
Someone out there knows.
Icewind
Someone
Dale.
out there that's watching and goes, Mist of Pandera?
Icewind Dale just leveled up.
Icewind Dale.
Got barbarian penguins now. Dude.
Oh shit.
Before she leaves, I wanna look at her and be like, Miss Tharkion Iseldra Yith. I think that
You butchered that, but I appreciate the respect of addressing me as Tharkion. It's a Seldra, yeah.
Iseldra Yeth. I think in the interest of all parties' times, we're not very smart with word people. We don't do all of that stuff.
Wow,
that,
you
like,
couldn't have said it any
you know,
better.
Stop! You're making me laugh. We don't play fancy like the people from our council do. We kind of just get straight to the point. So
You
don't
made
worry
that
about us.
comment earlier about why you were the sword of the council. I've gathered this much, that you are not the most eloquent of speakers.
But
It's a little bit of a shame
we're
that
an
they
honest
do
bunch.
not
We're an honest bunch.
send
So
civilized agents. Well, I'm sure your day has been long, and it seems to me that you are getting quite exhausted, as I'm sure you all will be getting soon. So, we have made room for you. You will be sharing a room. The spirits of the halls of Nether will guide you.
Sure. Hakon, why are you so tired?
You see like a materialized ghost, just a simple ghost.
How fast does the day
Me
go
yawning
by?
again.
Say.
It's hard to tell.
Your
Ghosts
fake
the same
yawns are making me
rate
real
of
yawn.
time.
My
It's
real
just
yawn.
hard
you
to
know what
tell
it is, dude.
because of the
Teleport
sky.
really
You see,
knocks the wind out of
in
me.
Fade Room, your
It must be a
astronomers,
different time here.
astrologists, and
Fucking Jedi.
diviners
No, teleport lag.
began with the rotation of the sun. That's how you dictated a day.
Can you stand in
Very
the
well the
sun
same level. Yes, I can stand in the sun.
without dying?
Well, I mean, yes, I can stand in the sun without dying. It's just highly comfortable.
Do you ever wear an umbrella hat or something?
I do not need to.
No, because there's no sun.
Can you shapeshift?
More or less.
Be a bat.
Ah, such a stereotypical form. Bat.
Is the garlic thing
Be a
true?
cat.
Garlic.
So
Are you talking about the spice?
Yeah. I heard it like vampires don't like it.
Or silver?
Well, silver I've heard is true. Or not, yeah, silver.
Ooh,
But
that's a
garlic
good
is-
idea. I should get that sword silver.
Everything you have heard is quite true.
In the mirror thing? Like mirrors.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I've never seen a vampire before, but
Consider me the first. You're welcome.
quite an honor.
Do you ever clone yourself so you can see yourself again?
A simulacrum. I had not pondered that.
Do you have any humans do you ever eat humans?
I have to. How do you think I have to survive?
Just not us, right?
Do you eat good?
No, yeah, you see Hakon kind of.
You have been given protection, so nothing is to harm you during your stay.
What kind of
And
humans?
Netherwatch Keep is not my keep. I am the Tharkian of Lord Pendrar. I am also a guest in these halls, but everyone listens to my command. You are not to be harmed or disturbed intentionally.
I have one last
Intentionally.
question. I do apologize for the questioning. I have just one more. Out of all the races that you've had, What would you say tastes the best? Is it all similar? Give a taste.
Yellow
That
tieflings.
is an interesting question. I had a Goliath once. That's hard to forget. It's a bit leaner. The blood's thick. I found with you elves, it's too watery.
How about
Some people prefer it.
Elves are bugs like this.
I do not care.
have you ever tried a minotaur before?
No, we do not have live minotaurs.
Like beast blood. would
Do you have humans captive here?
No?
You don't have like humans lined up on the table ready to be.
I feel like
No.
that was a lie, dude. I'm not even gonna insult that.
Get a pause. No.
No, it wasn't questionable. It was no. No, there's no line. No
Can I
table
insight
with
that?
line. Sure.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep
You
them in the
want to.
keep, dude.
I got a 25.
If you don't look into it, you don't have to feel guilty. That's all I'm saying.
25.
That's how you trick yourself.
You get the idea that because you're you asked in general if they had humans captive here.
Oh.
You take her answer to be quite
They keep
literal.
them in the mock
That in
town.
Netherwatch Keep, they do not have captive humans or humans lined up on the tables ready to be eaten.
Here.
So you take her answer as very intentionally crafted to answer quite specifically, but also positively.
Do you have blood inside you? When you're cut, do you bleed?
I do not have time to entertain some of the most basic of questions.
I'll pay you.
With your soul. That is the only currency I'm after. But no, I do not bleed.
I've dedicated my soul to God and anime.
You should go to high school because you get no bitches. How did she know? This woman knows everything!
She's got so many freaking
I thought you were a
goonies.
necromancer.
There's like 35 dudes watching this whole exchange right now. Just standing there like, yo.
Like the fucking British guards or
Yeah.
whatever in the.
With the big ass.
And the servants will guide you to your chambers. Rest well. And do not stray out in the lands. It gets dangerous.
Has Hakon passed out yet?
He looks on borderline on the edge. At this point, you are like fully.
Is this
exhausted,
weird?
Like, ready to go to bed.
Is this weird that he's this sleepy like this?
Yeah, because everyone else succeeded.
Can I roll an insight check or something, or like a medicine check, or like a?
I would say that anything that you can see with your passive insight and your passive medicine roll would indicate that there is nothing that appears to be wrong with him. So the whole him being tired is kind of
Just
it doesn't seem to be normal. You guys have had quite a busy couple of days.
Slumber party.
And so it could be potentially chopped up to that. The sky is dark, so you haven't been paying attention to the passage of time, but you don't feel as if that much time has gone past.
I'm gonna grab Hakon and I'm gonna go shake him as hard as I can. Wake up! What are you doing? This is not a place to be asleep.
Well, she just said it's time for bed.
If I see, I'm not going to let you sleep, Hakon. That's.
Man, come on.
This-
We just teleported so far.
How long did you sleep last night?
I was busy. I was having a conversation with my family.
Your family?
Yeah. Like, my spirits.
So that's what I smelled on you. I knew I smelled deathly, right?
We're not talking to you anymore.
Might I remind you to watch your tongue?
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I've killed a lot of things. Only bad things.
No, the scent is familial. It smells like you, but not. It's enticing.
Maybe you fought one of his ancestors before.
Oh, unlikely. I would remember the look.
See, Hackman kind of gives a little flex. He's like, yeah. Daddy gave me these arms. He's sleepy right now, man. Come on.
You see the
Hey,
spectral servant. Come this way.
Oh, like it.
I'm gonna follow
Your
it.
chambers.
I'm gonna follow it.
We're sharing one room, right?
So
Thank
this
God.
ghost hovers, floats down the halls. It's kind of like this emaciated, just like shriveled up.
I'm gonna try and
kinda
grab
like
him.
goblin-y looking like human dude. Kind
Can I
of like
touch
hunched
him?
over while he's floating, and any attempt to touch him just wouldn't work. He'd just be completely incorporeal, will go right through him.
Can I walk inside of him?
Brother needs
He moves a bit faster than you're walking, just to stay ahead of you, before eventually arriving at a door that's kind of tucked away into like a small like corner of the fort, and there is very apparent that there's a bigger room in here than maybe some of the other rooms. A lot of the parts of this keep that you're being directed around are kind of on the outside, like in the open courtyard, before getting to the primary elements of the building. And so going through some of the hallways,
Can I roll-
like the walls, and getting through there, bring you to another area where they get this big room, and you just
Can I roll an investigation check for any like thing hidden, traps, like maybe like secret, like I don't trust.
What is your investigation roll?
I mean, I want to roll a perception, but
What's your modifier?
Whoa. Oh, go ahead.
for investigation,
Yeah.
it's not good. It's like a +1. But for
Sure.
my
Then go ahead and roll.
okay,
I was just gonna see if I was gonna
While
try
he's
to pass it.
rolling, Atronach said he heard vampires become extremely aroused after drinking blood. True or false?
I'm not entertaining that question.
Man, so
I don't want to give you guys anything.
There's only one way to find out.
Ethan, can I
Yeah, that's
make,
what I'm avoiding.
can I make it a perception roll?
We'll call that a common myth. Whether it's true or not, we don't know.
That's for the adventurer.
We'll need to find Mythbusters.
Oh shit.
What was the question?
Can I roll a perception instead?
No, it would be investigation.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my inspiration dice from last session.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Hazaron to do
Come
it.
on.
You can't do it anymore.
Fuck. I got
What,
an
detect traps?
Detect magic.
Oh, yeah.
Unless,
I got an 8.
An 8? No, nothing seems trapped.
Is there any furniture in the room?
Yeah, as the door opens, you enter the room. I'll let the 8 carry over. Nothing seems trapped from what you could see. The room is furnished for up to 4 people. The furnishment is not complex in any way, shape, or form. It's a bed for each person and a small trunk for each person to store stuff in.
I'm
That's
gonna move one of the trunks to the corner of the room, and I'm just gonna sit on the corner like this, like with my legs on the trunk, just kind of watching everything.
Okay.
Is there a bed there? Is it like a normal bed?
Yeah, normal bed. It kind of smells, but
Think about all the people they've killed in this bed.
Can I press
We'll go potty.
yeah,
as much as I can?
yeah. You
I'm
just
gonna-
douse it in
honestly,
Febreze.
I'm gonna go full prestidigitation across the entire room.
Yeah.
Like
You
a
take-
cleaning lady.
Yeah, you take some time to clean everything, and at that point, you have to clean around Hakon, who's fallen on his bed and he's fallen into a deep slumber.
I'm tired.
It's hard to even hear over the snoring. Hazaron, our Boris is weak. But eventually, you clean the room.
I have rations though, right?
Do you?
I think so. Because I technically never used them.
Yes, you would.
Never use what? Rations?
The rations part of my pack.
Yeah, then you
So
would
I
still
think-
have them.
I think it comes with
Is it just dried food?
3.
I would not know. Obviously, you
No,
have
you know,
it's
I've
one
used it
ration.
once. I'll just say I have one ration.
You have 1 day of rations. You have some dried food and stuff that you can chew on. You start eating to fill yourself up, and then you start to feel that tiredness after eating. Yeah, I mean, you ate. been a while since you guys have had the opportunity to kind of distance yourself from good eating, so maybe it's just lack of true nutrition. Who knows?
While Hakon's asleep, can I hold his plate? I'm not gonna try and pick it up or anything.
You want to hold on to it?
I just want to talk to
Valkyrie.
Okay, yeah, you hold on to the hilt of the sword and... Hey! Who gave you permission to grab my handle? Normally you're supposed to take a lady out for a meal.
I'm sorry. I actually just had a couple questions. Have you?
Am I your mother?
I'm
not here to answer every single question you have.
Hakon's sleeping, so I have no one to talk to.
Oh,
I know.
how sad. It sounds like you should man up a bit and just keep quiet and sit over in the corner. I'm kidding.
Okay.
What do you have for me?
That's
Have you-
fancy sword.
Have you ever
No.
been to Thay? Or
Probably should have waited for the question. Thay. No, I haven't left my lands, my mountains. So no.
it is not fun.
Someone else come in the room?
Well, that sounds unfortunate. Sounds like you should have thought of that before you got in the room.
So ugly.
And now you're making it my problems. Now I have to also have, not have any fun, and that's rude. It's very, shouldn't treat ladies like that, lad.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you with this forewarning. The people here seem pretty secretive, so you might have to go attack mode soon. Hakon's sleeping, so you do have some chances of waiting out.
Well, aren't you a man too?
He's speaking to the sword.
The sword isn't just a man
Or
too.
man.
A man? Isn't there a man in it too?
It's not a man. It's
The dwarf? Isn't there a dwarf?
No.
I thought there was a fucking. I'm
No, it's a
crazy.
dwarf.
Isn't there two sides?
No, it's not. It's not a female dwarf.
It's got two
No.
forms.
No.
But it's the same.
But it's the same person?
personality.
It's a part of his tribe.
Shit.
It's
I thought it was a dwarf.
no. This is the sword that
What?
his ancestors crafted when they fought off Frostmire and the giants.
But it used to be a person, right?
Yeah, they had to.
It was a human.
It used to be one of their spiritual ancestors. It used to be his ancestor's ancestor, and so they called the spirit into the sword so that the spirit could keep fighting for the tribe. And
We're gonna do it with my next sword.
Ingrid Wolfsbane said,
With my
"Sure,
dad
do
in
it. Bring me in. Sign me aboard." Well, if we have to start hacking and slashing our way through quite a bit of undead, I mean, that's totally fine with me. I can care less. I'm just a tool. I just get used to bisect people
We
all
are
day.
not going to be hacking and slashing.
So, I'm really lost here, lad. It just sounds like you've had a rough day and that you just needed someone to talk to. And I'll just be completely honest. I get that sentiment. I understand. I am not that person at all. I don't share those plights of problems. So I'll probably poke at you a little bit and make fun of you. If I see a tear fall down your cheek, I'm gonna call you a crybaby. It's gonna happen.
Crying.
Well, you probably should get that figured out. It sounds like you're crying. What, your brother never loved you? Mommy and Daddy left when you were young?
They didn't leave.
And this is better than Hazaron.
They died.
Oh, they died. What did they die to?
They died too. Dragons.
Dragons!
Can I pull Hakon off the bed?
That's a hot way to go
decked
out.
dude.
I'm gonna try. My strength's an 8. I'm gonna try and shake Hakon awake because I said I was gonna keep
Can I
you
sleep
awake.
through it, dude? Let me sleep through it.
You are deep in sleep.
He won't wake up.
No?
I'm gonna try and pull him off the bed.
Yeah, you pull him off. Dunk.
I'm gonna carry him over to my crate.
You slowly pull him because he's big and bulky and drag him over.
I'm going to open the crate.
He will not fit in that trunk.
I'm going.
That trunk is big enough for, like, personal items.
Hey, Lux, do you have any spells that can create water? Maybe we can wake him up by a big splash. This is not normal, Lux. Someone does not sleep through being dragged across the floor.
For him.
He's an adventurer. If he slept through that, he would not be alive this long.
Hakon's done some crazy stuff. Like, did you ever think he would attack us? I didn't.
Well, I knew that sword was no good.
Someone's still bitter.
I had multiple conversations with him about that, and I knew it was going to turn out poorly. So to be fair, I could predict that. But
Well, I mean, when I went into his room, he was talking to his spirit guardians. Maybe he had like a little slumber buddy with his dad and whatever the other ones are.
Well, just isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that she said something about sleep, and there would be no reason for us to be normally sleepy at this point.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Faye works differently. I asked the sword, but it's just
She's not a dumb lady. She chose her words very carefully.
what, snarky? Snarky,
You hear in the back of your head, what'd you just call me?
No, not you. The one we were talking
He's talking about Tharkion.
My spiritual eyes are on you, laddie.
to. Hey, I would never
I can
disrespect.
sniff you at a mile away. You smell posh. You flatlander.
Well, he came from nobody.
But that's enough. I take my hand off of that.
You hear, I bet your beds are padded, and then you take the hand off.
Lux, now we can be ignorant here, but I think you and I both know it's not normal to be dragged across the floor and still stay
Dude,
asleep.
please just don't leave me on the floor though. Like I'm like sprawled out right next to that trunk. Just
I mean, I assume Hakon's a deep sleeper.
Can you check or something? I'm just a little
What do you
concerned.
mean check?
I don't know, you're the healer magic-y guy.
I know magic. I don't know sleeping thing. I don't. What do you even call it? You want me to check his sleep?
I don't know, it's a vampire. I'm a monk.
Looks like he's sleeping.
You know it.
You see, Nute goes, Boris, it does appear that you're getting heavily concerned over his slumber, and I agree, it does look a bit unnatural. Can't quite say what specifically we're looking at here, but there's a chance, in my opinion, just looking at it, that maybe Fae affects humans differently. As you can see, none of us
True,
are
yeah.
affected, and none of us are human.
What was the smart one?
I'm not sure.
As I say that, can I
I'm
check
not
to try and
for
take it?
certain. I postulate.
I mean, all I know is that as an elf I have my own resistances, and then as a
Right.
monk I've got quite a few as well, so it makes sense for something
You are
to
more
not...
formidable than most.
Sure, in that sense, but all I'm saying is that all the times that magic would be involved, Hakon would be the most vulnerable. He always has been.
Yeah, and he unfortunately carries that vulnerability until his grave. It is our responsibility as his friends and allies to just keep him safe.
There's nothing as spellcasters that you can check out to do.
What do you want me to do? Check his sleep? He looks like he's asleep.
You
Put
think
accurately could not have said it better than myself.
aren't potions even considered magic?
I'm not an alchemist. I wouldn't know. I don't want to spend a healing potion. He looks perfectly fine.
If
He just
anyone
looks
knows the
asleep.
most about potions, probably Hakon. He's bought the most.
I guess that means he would know the most about random items too.
And money management, surprisingly, is the best.
I would say money hoarding is his skill. I wouldn't say he's good at managing it more than he is us finding out he has a large sum of it out of nowhere.
I'm gonna see what's out there, and I'm gonna try and leave the room.
Can I take his
How
belt
far
off?
out there are you going?
No.
I just want to
I'm
try
not
it
sure.
on.
No, dude,
I
I
want
gotta
to be
hit
jacked.
like
They
3
did
locks
warn
on.
us, and we are here
Dude, that will immediately
on
wake you
behalf
up,
of the
dude.
Sword Coast, the
Losing
entirety of
games,
the Sword
deep
Coast.
Heck on
Use
won't
whatever
be-
you do, do not be stupid.
There's a lot of things I won't feel, bro. When you lose 25%,
Well, are they going to be
Jack's
upset by
box
me
or-
leaving this room? I feel
I
like
don't think they'll be upset if you leave the room, but if you leave the keep, yes. And if you start snooping, yes.
I won't leave the keep.
I trust you entirely with that statement. Yes, I'm so confident that you are going to do just
I will
that.
not leave the keep.
Okay, that's a better route. And I wouldn't go and start snooping, because that looks very, very suspicious.
Can I speak? I want to speak to the lady that the Theodore. What is the proper word
Tharkion.
for
Tharkion.
Tharkion.
It would be good to learn the proper terminology and to address her as such.
Tharkion?
Sildred.
Yes, if Iseldra Yeth wishes to speak with you, then I'm sure you may have that conversation. Feel free, be my guest.
Can I take his belt?
His
No.
belt?
no.
Yes,
His,
you can.
dude,
Yes, he
his
can.
strength
No,
belt.
no.
Yes,
it's
he
like, It's
can.
like when you're sleeping and you fall asleep holding your phone
No.
and you're death gripping it.
Come on,
You just
let's
walk.
try it out,
Hakon,
dude.
Hakon sleeps like
Jack
that.
Lux.
Like Hakon,
Jack
like
Lux.
always has his stomach flexed out so that that belt is under maximum friction, bro. You have no space to move it off.
Unfortunately, because of the nature of his sleep, you may take his belt.
No! No, don't let him do it, dude. Alright, I wake up. Wake me up. Where do I gotta roll?
Deep slumber,
Don't you fucking
dude.
touch that belt, dude. You touch that belt,
I'm gonna put it on.
I'm gonna take your staff, dude.
You put the belt on.
Your strength goes from an 8 to a 9.
Is that all it does? 8 to 9?
No, it's plus... Is it just plus
I
one?
thought it was
No, it makes your belt. It makes your strength a flat 21.
No, wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The minute you wear it,
Yeah.
you immediately feel the surge of strength. It doesn't change your form, but you feel a lot stronger having worn it.
Can I punch the wall?
You punch the wall. Make a strength check.
Yo.
You have a +5 to the roll.
Look at that one!
You punch.
He punches head
He's
up,
not
wakes
used to
him
this
up.
muscle.
You punch the wall, but because you're not used to striking, you punch straight on the knuckles, and you go ahead and take 8 points of bludgeoning damage to your knuckles.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness. This boy needs some milk.
Doesn't his HP
And you
go
have
up?
disadvantage on anything with your right hand for the remainder of the day.
I want to attempt to... Is there something that looks heavy in this room that I can lift up?
Hack on.
Hack on. The
Can I-
beds.
Can I
At
take-
least 3 stone.
Hakon
Can I
got
lift
smaller
Hakon
too.
With
Make-
one hand?
No.
Not with one hand.
No.
I'll try to do both.
Make an athletics roll disadvantage. In that good old hand involved.
I got a... So it'd be a 15, right?
15? Is that plus or is that after the pluses?
That's with the pluses.
With the pluses. Yeah, you can roughly lift him. The damage to your right hand right now is making it more difficult than it could have been.
I would never be able to do this.
Yeah, and you slowly lift him above your head,
Holy shit. And then
but it's shaky.
I'll set him back down gently.
Okay, send him back down.
And then I'll take it off and put it back on.
Okay, put his belt back on. The,
Nice.
the pain in your hand does not subside after taking the belt off. And you look down, you actually see you split part of the skin open, it's bleeding.
Don't ever become a rogue, dude.
You've left the room currently, and upon leaving the room, almost immediately after the door closes, you see one of the spectral servants kind of appears. Oh, may I help you?
Where's Miss Tharkion?
The Tharkion
The Tharkion.
is located in her chambers
Bring me
within the
there.
confines of the keep.
Bring me there.
One moment. He recedes into the floor. A decent moment flies by before he returns. The Tharkion has declined any invitation to speak until tomorrow. Her words were, preserve any questions you might have, and they will be discussed in all truth and sincerity in the morning.
Alright. You can go now.
Are there multiple beds in the room?
Yeah, there's 4. One for each of you.
You put me back in the
Duque lays in his bed and goes, well,
Nice.
if it's supposedly bedtime, we might as well, I don't know, start reading books, sit here. We're going to be here for a while until it's actually time to sleep. Might as well knock the time out.
We need some sleep right now.
I'm gonna go in the room and I'm not going to go to sleep, but I'm gonna stay up the entire time until the next day.
I think we all are, except for Hakon.
No, he Nute just said he's gonna sleep.
It's a trance, but we can split it. He's only going to sleep for 8 hours.
I'm not going to sleep at all. I don't trust them. They're sorcerers.
You don't have to trust them, but we've slain dragons. I'm not concerned.
I'm not going to sleep.
I think you're getting paranoid.
Probably.
It's not going to do you any good.
You don't sleep.
Rest to keep yourself ready, and in the event that something happens, we'll wake you.
I won't sleep.
It's not that big of a problem.
I'm not
We'll-
going to
We'll
sleep.
take turns. Do you not trust me?
No, it's not that I don't trust you. It's not. I don't trust.
I'm asking you to trust me.
We are in their
So
domain.
take care. I'm aware. Take care of yourself. If anything happens, I'll wake you all.
I'm not.
I don't seek thrills like you do.
Okay.
I would rather have the two of you directly in front of me whenever we're combating people.
I refuse. I won't sleep.
You don't sleep.
I sleep for 4 hours.
You don't sleep.
For 4 hours.
No, I've been with elves. It's light activity for about 4 hours, but it's not a sleep.
No, I sit there for about 4 hours.
I've seen elves that rest, but their eyes are open.
I'm not.
For a full 4 hours.
I'm not
I've sat there and
resting.
stared at them.
I'm not resting. I'm staying awake, present in the
But
moment.
Can't you still go into your little rest mode?
No,
while
I'm
you
not
do this?
going to. I'm going to stay fully focused in this room
I think that is egregious.
until tomorrow.
I'll keep watching.
You'll be more exhausted You'll be more exhausted doing that than you'll be not doing that.
I don't care.
Point of exhaustion, dude. Be careful.
I don't care.
Well, you won't be using this then, and I'll take the blanket off of your bed. And
No.
Bring it over to mine.
I'm gonna snag it from him.
Well, now you're being petty. Either you're going to rest
No,
and you can have the blanket or not.
No, I want to roll an athletics roll against his 21.
He doesn't have a 21. He
Yeah,
took
I
the belt off.
yeah.
Where's the belt?
It's
It's
just
on
a
him.
-1 against
I'm gonna go put the belt on.
Okay, you put the belt on.
God
And I'm
damn
gonna
it,
take me
dude.
time to get to bed.
belt.
And I'm going to go grab the bedding, the blanket from him.
He comes over to grab the blanket from you.
While I'm getting ready to lay down with him.
Yeah.
Use your own blanket.
Alright, let's go.
What?
He's opening his spell.
Zap him.
Could blind you for a little bit.
What the fuck? Do I have the
Throw an 8th level spell you real quick.
I mean, it's right before a long rest.
I'm not going to sleep.
So you're gonna take the blanket from me, but you're not gonna rest?
Yeah. I'm not going to sleep. Dude. We just came here from waking up. From just sleeping. We just came here from sleeping.
Well, I mean, might as well do something.
And then rather than make us have our own free will, she goes, "You'll be sleepy here." My insight is a natural 18. I have a plus 10 to my insight. My insight is fairly good. I feel off. Something is off.
Again, this is where your paranoia is setting in, because we are under direct political protection. If any harm were to befall us, a war would enrage, in which, again, we just acquired the strength of ancient dragons. The whole place would be leveled.
Do you have a tinfoil hat?
No, you do. That's what I'm saying. You have it.
If there's no tinfoil hat, then I'm not going to bed.
What the fuck is tinfoil? What are you guys talking about?
Aluminium. You are being, in my opinion, you are being concerned at the detriment of your own well-being.
You know,
I'm
fine
not
if you stay
concerned.
awake or not. Just
I think it's-
please,
I think it's similarly
please let me
suspicious.
have your blanket.
Use your own blanket.
You're not going to use it.
I
It
want-
doesn't matter. It's my blanket.
Well, now you're being possessed for no reason. You gotta
This
pick
is-
one. Are you
this
gonna
is
be
my blanket.
Are you going to be paranoid for no? Well, technically, it's their blanket.
This
They're
is
lending it to
my
us.
blanket.
And you're not going to be resting, so you're not using the bed. So it is not.
I'm gonna
yours.
take all of your blankets if you don't let me
I'm
keep
naturally-
mine.
I'll banish you to another dimension. I
I'm
don't
naturally
care.
from, the 8 elves, so I like the warmth. So another blanket helps me.
Oh,
Why
you're
don't
really
you-
going to do him like that. You're
Why don't
just
you
going-
use Hakon's blanket?
You know what? Fine.
He's
I
sleeping
release
on the
it. I'm gonna go
floor.
to Hakon's bed. I'm gonna spoon with him.
Wait, did you put Hakon back in
Yeah.
Okay, are you the big spoon or the little spoon?
I'm going to. Damn, that's actually fuck. I feel like it'd be warmer if I had little spoon.
there? Oh my god.
I'm gonna slip in there.
Hakon wakes up.
No, dude, Hakon's heart rate slows down.
Nice and toasty.
Yeah.
When Hakon's like, what fuck? What happened last night?
Like, just picture white chicks. Right?
Why is my belt off? Moving on.
I've been every time I get vegetable.
And you want to fucking play a barbarian again?
Uh-huh.
Eventually, after several hours, legitimate nighttime comes. You two rest quite comfortably next to each other in the arms of an angel.
Stay
A very
awake.
barbaric angel who has never really been angelic.
Do I see anything throughout my time of being awake?
No, you're going to have a very boring night. Very long and boring night.
I just stare at Hakon and Lux cuddling all night.
Hakon and Lux, the roll that I had you all roll previously, this charisma roll, you both failed.
Oh no, dude.
And so, as a result of that, your sleep is not uneventful.
What? What?
Each of you, the two of you,
So it did. So if okay, I see.
the two of you
It didn't even matter.
begin to fall into a deep dream.
He was right the whole
A
time.
dream that is vivid. Vivid in feeling, vivid in smell, vivid in emotion, because it is frightening. You find yourself bound within a mystic cauldron, held among animated chains and tentacles. A dozen of these red wizards observe you placidly, while 3 more begin to subject your helpless body to agonizing tortures.
Hey.
Every second you are asleep, you feel pain. They rip your fingernails off. They
See,
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Do I wake up?
They cut fingers. They flay parts of your thighs. They prod you uncomfortably. They burn you. They torture you agonizingly. After an hour in which you feel every second of it, a wizard looks at you. Lux. Why have you and your friends come to Thay?
We just want to stop Tiamat.
Make a persuasion roll.
But it's the truth. It's the truth.
Not even lying, man.
15.
15.
Why would I lie about that?
Hakon.
What?
If you had to fight your friend's brother, would you kill him, knowing that he has dominated you in the past?
If it was
Dude, you guys are both
necessary
dreaming and
to
you're
the
looking
success of
together
our
like this, having-
our mission, then I'll do anything.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh.
You guys are both gonna wake up in like cold sweats together, like Hakon, hold me.
A 10.
A 10. Lux. One of your elvish friends does not act elvish. Why?
He was not raised by elves.
How did that come to pass?
He was kidnapped at a young age
By who?
by some asshat for hire.
Gives you a cut on the nose. Roll a persuasion roll.
That was his son, dude.
25.
Okay. He turns to you, Hakon. Is it true that you have nearly killed your friends once before?
Yeah.
What's to say you wouldn't do it again?
Hakon was the hardest boss.
I ultimately have to take
Don't you hate him?
ownership for my actions.
PC bosses are a bitch.
However, I ask for the understanding of an entity having the capacity to cloud one's judgment should it be allowed to exist unchecked.
Make a persuasion roll.
Using my inspiration, dude. Hang on. Oh, that's a lot better, dude. That one's an unnatural 20.
It seems to reoccur that you fall prey to other entities. Lux,
What do you want?
what do you know of Worm Speaker Severin's plan?
Wait, did you say Severance plan?
Severin.
Worm
no,
Speaker
Severin.
Severin's plan.
Is that the blue?
I think it's the white one, right?
The
That's the
red
new
one.
No.
It's the red
No,
one.
is
Is it the new white?
No. Talus was the new white one. You're right. Severin is red.
It is red?
Yeah. 'Cause that's the only one we haven't killed yet.
That's the only one these guys give a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's probably the one these guys want to kill, because it's like their own. It's like if you're a blood and your dude steps out of line, we gotta kill our own motherfucker.
It's terrible, dude.
No.
No, it's
He
not
is
like
not a
that.
Red Wizard of Thay.
He's the red speaker, right?
Correct.
Damn it. So close.
He's the last one on our hit list. So we can...
You see a part on your arm that they have flayed off. They begin to start pulling back as you answer.
You piece of shit!
Damn.
Hey, don't hurt him! I'll kill you all! How many of them are there?
Total of 15.
Jesus Christ, man. These guys in their number games.
Oh, he's letting you answer.
Can I see you, Nick?
Yeah, you're good, bro.
I don't have time to wait.
Stop it, my skin.
If you want me to stop, I need answers.
Give me a second.
The numbers, Mason?
1.
Oh, Boris, you shouldn't have gone
If
to
I
sleep.
give you 3 more
Sleep,
seconds, I
sleep.
keep dealing. 2.
What was the question again?
What is Worm Speaker Severin's plans? 3.
He plans to resurrect Tiamat and kill us.
Tiamat is not dead.
Correct,
Tiamat.
Tiamat.
I'm sorry. She's not here, okay?
Flay him! Flay him! Flay him! Flay him!
Make a persuasion roll.
Just know more fillets coming if
I
you
got a
don't.
damn roll ready, man.
More fillet. More fillet.
I'm loving it. 14. Turns to you.
Aw.
At this point, they have a pair of
Now you're
scissors
missing 2
around
fillets.
all 4 of your left-hand fingers.
No, dude.
This is fucked up.
It does explicitly
This is
say
fucked up.
agonizing
Nice, right?
pain
Who knew?
and
I
torture.
could have just tortured all these people in their head.
Agonizing.
And then I would have never gotten in trouble.
Don't hate me, hate the source material.
You want to straw it?
My fingernails. Can it be his toenails instead?
Is there anyone you fear losing?
My gums hurt.
Anyone I fear losing? Yeah.
Who?
Lux, Arboris, Nute, Vidania, Leosin or Lanthar. And my mother.
You feel a little bit of the pressure from the scissors just as they begin to close. Not enough to cut through. You feel a bit of that pressure, and it's painful in expectation.
These guys don't like their mom, bro. That's fucked up.
Vidania and Leosin, who are they? They did not come with you.
Leosin or Lanthar is one of our old connections from our old town of...
he sits there. Yeah. So, anyways, he looks at you, Lux. Just because you're getting flayed alive doesn't mean that other people here. We're trying to have a conversation.
Right
Okay?
right
This
now.
is an A and B conversation, so you see your way out of it, just like your skin
Listen,
seeing its way off your arm.
We might be in the same boat soon, but right now you're in that boat. Oh man. He's an old friend from our old town of Green Tree.
Vidania.
She was originally, I don't know what the proper term for her role would have been, but she was like a bounty hunter sent to find Aboris by his birth parents. And we ended up spending some time around her, and then we just seem to keep crossing paths with each other.
Why do you fear their loss?
Well,
They seem insignificant.
Vidania has saved our lives many times, and we've saved hers
Be honest.
quite a few times. So
You
there's
love
been a mutual respect built there, a friendship, if you will. And Leosin or Lanthar has always stuck his neck out for us, and our reputation with our people, and making sure that we're seen as heroes and not lucky fools.
The scissors close and you lose your fingers. Can you roll a charisma roll?
Oh!
Damn, they cut your
Ooh,
fingers.
persuasion.
charisma roll?
What is persuasion doing?
You should have said you love
Persuade.
Vidalia.
It's doing jack shit.
Dude, you might have kept your fingers if you said you love her,
One's an
bro.
18.
An 18? Okay.
Look, that's what
He turns to you, Lux.
So listen. They
They
can be like,
pull. So, like, because
They can be removing your organs right now, okay?
There are tentacles that are holding this cauldron in place alongside the chains. The tentacles come out and grab your arms and hold them out and open. One of which begins to pull the sleeve of your arm just to keep, like, this entirely open out. And a blade is put right up against where the shoulder joint is.
Oh god.
Lux,
What? I better not.
is there anyone that you fear losing?
I'm gonna sick fuck already.
That was good.
One that demands answers.
Who do I have love for? I have a love for old people. I just want to save the day. I want to be the hero.
You running for
Why?
president? What's going on?
Why do you want to be the hero?
Because I come from parents that were bad people. I just want to change my ways and stop being looked at as some tiefling. I want to be the good guy.
A friend gave us a list of names that he fears. If they were to be lost, your name was on that list, you heard. Why do you think he cares about those specific people so heavily?
They took my fingers. Don't tell them shit anymore, dude. We're done talking to these fools, man. We don't even know if you're on the same team.
Well, this shit hurts.
Do
Yeah.
they know that they're in a dream?
They...
Them too?
No.
Who cares? Dude? It's like my brain now. Like, I don't know.
Wait, so
No, but then as players, no. But yeah, I would imagine probably not. You guys are probably like, what the fuck?
dude, that's crazy. So you guys should be in genuine fear for your life then.
Oh wait, we can't really register that
Oh,
this
shit.
is like happening
I don't
in
think Hakon.
Dreamverse?
I don't think Hakon or Lux could determine that this is happening in Dreamverse.
That's cool.
But I told you it was a dream, that you guys know that this is a
Well,
dream,
yeah.
and I'm not taking away health points.
Because I was under the assumption that it was like there's like that cauldron, the red wizards, and then it was just like black empty void around us all around. But
No,
if
it's just not
like,
a room
I
that's
pictured,
distinct.
Like, Faye.
It's not a room distinct enough to be able to describe it. You're
Yeah.
like in a cauldron room with a cauldron
yes,
in it
yes,
that you're being
okay.
dissected in.
Well, yeah, I have had my standpoint changed. That dude, I don't want to tell these guys anything anymore. Ow.
Why do you think Hakon cares about those specific people that he listed?
Because he's a good person.
Because we're friends.
Good isn't good enough.
Because he's a hero, and we've been with him for so long that we're very close friends.
Would you say that he is strong?
Yeah, he's fucking strong.
Do you think he
Yeah.
carries his weight well?
He carries more than that. He carries our team. He's the biggest sword of the Sword Council.
I'm glad you said that because you'll be a little lighter. And he cuts the arm.
This is not how it works. I answer, you don't come.
Roll a persuasion roll.
So you lost the whole arm now?
That one.
Okay. He turns to you, Hakon.
I can't use this hand anymore.
Final question before we start plucking eyes.
I remember you too. Get your eyes closed. Close.
Have you ever thought about killing new Tiamat here?
Killing Newt.
Because of his history and his past, and knowing that he worked with the enemy.
No, even when we first met him, he seemed like he couldn't hurt a fly. I mean, now I've seen him do some you wouldn't believe, but...
So I ask you, if I were to kill your friend Lux in front of your eyes in a way that would be hard to watch, would you kill Nute to stop that from happening?
Kill all your friends.
No, I would just kill you.
You wouldn't be capable of doing so.
Well, maybe not, but I'd try.
Roll a persuasion roll. That one.
More fingers, more fingers.
They do pluck both of your eyes out.
So we can't see.
And the nightmare ends.
Freddy
I wake
Krueger.
up. I wake up screaming.
Because you do. Because
Yeah.
the last question was answered based off the rolls unsuccessfully. You both wake up screaming
Yeah.
and drenched in sweat. You look down. You
guys
guys are
are
cuddling.
spooning.
You guys are spooning. You guys are spooning. You wake up screaming and drenched in sweat. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Blood,
I shove Lux off the bed.
blood stains the sheets around you, though you carry no visible wounds. Your eyes intact, your arms intact, your fingers are intact, but you do take a total of 11 plus 5, 16 points of psychic damage, and neither of you gain the benefit of a long rest.
I'm gonna run
You
over to
both,
them.
in this current moment, from your perception, carry a deathly pallor and dark look to you,
I'm
to
run-
your eyes.
Like jaundice?
Not jaundice, just you look like you've seen some stuff.
I'm running over to them immediately.
Yeah, they're screaming and drenched in sweat.
This is why I didn't go to sleep. What's happened? Why is there blood? What's going on here?
You see Nute at this point is what the
Nute, there's blood on the sheets.
guys.
Are you insinuating something?
Well, they were cuddling.
No, this was not from us.
Did you guys get in a fight?
Nute, you can teleport us out here, right?
We
I can't be here any longer.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a little pat on the back. It's alright, it was just a dream. It's a very scary dream.
What do you mean just a dream? There's blood on the sheets.
They
That was no fucking dream. That was dark shit.
tortured us in our sleep, somehow.
Those sick fucks.
They cut my fingers off. Yeah, it was very weird. I
I'm
have
a-
my fingers now. I'm okay.
They cut my arm.
But holy,
I'm gonna take the belt off and give it back to Hakon.
why did you have?
Well, I was just standing guard the whole night, so I
Put
wanted
the
to make
belt
sure
back
we
on.
were safe, you know? I didn't take it off you, Hakon, or Lux did.
Can I insight that? Can I insight that?
Yeah, I'm telling the truth.
No, because he put it back on.
Oh, he put it back on.
Yeah,
you
so
did.
you had to take it off.
Nute, please. Get me out of here. I can't
A
be here
12.
anymore.
Should I roll a deception?
Yeah, we can't
Can I
just
tell you're
leave.
lying?
Yeah.
Please.
Nice, dude.
I don't give a fuck about the consequences. I can't be here anymore.
Dude.
I don't like it.
Dude.
Lux,
Dude.
you need to
Dude.
calm down.
Listen, yeah, you need to get that line through to Bahamut.
I'm gonna go out the front
And
door.
tell him what's
Spectral,
going
where
on.
are you?
How are we supposed to talk to him? Like,
Bring me
Can we
to
get
your
something
creator
down,
now.
Lynn? If you say
You
let
you hear a voice down the hall actually, and it
Very-
is
go.
English.
Hey, Bahamut, can you just
There
say us, like,
will
some
be
muscle
no
real
need.
quick so these guys will stop
Alright.
fucking with us?
I was seeking you out.
Come on, man.
I can't just.
You said
Hope
the
that
truth?
Everything is okay.
Dude,
Oh yeah, you
can I
hope
try
everything is alright.
Can I get,
You said
what
you
was her
you
name?
told your specter to tell me we'll get the honest truth today. Right.
Yes, we've come to an agreement.
I haven't slept all night. Why did they wake up in a sporadic screaming match and there's blood on the sheets and they look off, not normal.
That sounds incredibly unfortunate. I couldn't imagine what could do such a thing in a fit of sleep.
You have something to do with this.
Are you accusing me?
They got tortured in their sleep, and there was blood in the sheets. We're in your domain. You said we were safe.
That sounds horrible, but do you have any proof?
Everyone, what happened in the dreams?
They know. There's no point in reliving it.
Please don't let
Can I insight her ignorance?
This is not Eseldra, this is Imlish. You may insight him. Yeah.
Okay.
Needy English.
I got a 29.
29. Imlish seems to be completely unaware of what is going on.
Yeah, no,
What's the leaders? What's the
And the other
thought-
thing too is
thought-
it might not even be the lady that we're here to meet, because this isn't the keep of the lady that we're here to talk. It's not her keep. It's some other red wizard that runs this show. We're just here and she's here. It's supposed to be neutral ground. So these guys probably aren't even really friends with her. They're just like, hey, we get that you're red wizards and like we're red wizards, so we won't hurt you.
Well, will you bring us to the Tharkion?
Unfortunately, the Tharkion has already departed for her trip back home. We have come to an agreement that we will be assisting you in your fight against the Cult of the Dragon. I was coming to tell you that we have came to that agreement on our own based on our experiences with you this far.
So we can go home
I am here to tell you to gather your belongings. I will teleport you back to Waterdeep. Well, I will...
now. I'm ready in like
Will you send him? And I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Who?
Knee.
Huh?
Yeah,
You're gonna punch him?
I'm gonna punch him. Yeah. Is that 22?
Dude, you're gonna piss off the Red Wizards. They were in their territory.
Well, they said they're gonna help us, so now it's under contract, dude.
Not if you strike.
It'll break it, really?
Yes! Do you not know how politics work?
Alright, dude, I won't punch him yet.
This isn't... He...
All I'm saying is once we get rid of Tiamat, we're killing every single red
I'm
wizard.
down to hunt.
We're
Faye.
killing every single red
Can we?
wizard, bro.
Can our campaign? Can when we start the
Like
next?
that's the end game. Like
Yeah, can
after
we just-
after we beat Tiamat, the next campaign is just the slaughter of all of the red wizards.
Can the rest of our characters' lore be we go to
You guys know they like... The strongest of them are... Good luck with that.
But that'd be after we beat Tiamat.
Yeah.
If you survive.
If we do survive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it would be a pretty feasible task after we.
If we kill a
Only,
god.
only, it'd be funny. Only Lux survives. He's got survivor's guilt. His mind fractures, and he goes on an insane spree, killing red wizards.
It's like Deadpool. Come on.
Yeah, but less comic and more like crazy.
The Lux will make it funny.
No, he'd be dripping like drool out of his mouth. You flayed my skin.
Either way, I'm just glad we're all.
Answer
agreed
my
that
questions,
we're
or I
coming
pluck
back.
your eyes. Plug.
We're coming back to at least this keep. That we have the name and location of it.
Look, whatever has gotten you all riled up, it appears tonight has not been a good night. I do not know that of which you speak, but it is apparent you wish to return, and fortunately I'm here to provide you with that.
Go look in the sheets of the
Sweet.
bedroom.
He goes and walks into the room. And what am I looking for?